July 5th, 1942. Dear Diary, today was the scariest day of my life. Because of that, it felt like an appropriate time to finally start a journal, something Anne Frank, someone very close to me, has been telling me to do for a long time. My name is Miep Gies, and today was the day that my dear friend and coworker, Otto Frank, and his family went into hiding above the very jam factory that Otto owns. It was a day that I had hoped would never come. But above all else, I am grateful that Otto and I were prepared. For the past 6 months, Otto and I have been readying the hiding place for the Frank family. I spent many sleepless nights, lying awake, listening to the sounds of the Nazi officers patrolling the streets while I watched the hours pass. And I spent many days watching helplessly as the Nazis arrested more and more people of the Jewish faith, like Otto and his family. I had hoped that the stories I heard about at the market each day, about what the Nazis were doing with all of the people that they were taking away, were nothing more than just some exaggerated gossip. But when Otto said that his oldest daughter, Margot, received a letter in the mail saying that she needed to report to a work camp, we both knew that we couldn't take the chance of those rumors being true. We had been seeing friends go missing in the middle of the night for weeks now, and Margot, kind, intelligent, sweet Margot, could not be next. We wouldn't let it happen. We knew it was time to have the Franks disappear. Otto, myself, and our dear friend Mr. Krahler had come up with a plan that was, in our opinion, as safe as we could get during this time. No one would suspect Otto and his family to go into hiding above his very own business, where the entrance was hidden behind a bookshelf. For months, Otto, Mr. Krahler, and myself had been moving in supplies like furniture, food, medical supplies, little by little, in order to not attract attention, and today was the day they officially went into hiding. The idea of being responsible for providing for them has always been scary, but now that it has happened, I am so afraid that I will let them down. The Franks had moved into the secret annex, or so we called it, early in the morning today, before the other workers arrived. All day I sat below them, hoping I wouldn't hear a sound. Every time the building squeaked, I felt my heart sink. But none of our other workers heard a sound. By the end of the day, once all of the other workers had left, I was so relieved to head upstairs and see the Franks. Otto's youngest daughter, Anne, greeted me excitedly at the door. She reassured me that everything would be okay. I guess it was obvious that I had been worrying all day. I was in awe that it was her who was in hiding, yet she was the one comforting me. Her optimism inspires me. It amazes me that despite the hardships that Anne and her family have encountered, she still sees the world with such hope. I can only hope that I can share some of her positivity in the upcoming months. I know I will need it. Diary, I sure hope that I don't let them down. With love, Miep.